Wild Magic West is a show intended for mature audiences. Today's episode contains violence and themes of sex. Your discretion is advised.
Previously on Wild Magic West, we were introduced to 4 new adventures. Doesn't feel like the right word. Compatriots? I don't know. Problems. 4 problems. We were introduced to 4 problems who all arrived at the most anticipated wedding Orvin has seen in many a decade. The wedding of Ryle Kane to one Silas Thorne, the uniting of the Black Vein Cartel and the Crimson Thorn specifically. Each of these people arriving at this wedding or already there for their own means and ends. And through a series of quite comedic, unfortunate events, a man was murdered and then resurrected, and then pining occurred, and then there was spiteful making out, and I believe that is where we left off. So where our camera comes back in, we see Ruse and Kial underneath of a balcony, still very much wrapped in each other's arms, with Nev and Hekat sort of like off to the other side, seeing what had just occurred between their 2 party members and Ryle
Holy
and
fucking
Silas on the middle of
shit.
the dance floor.
This is gonna get so messy, Hekat. So messy so quick.
Oh, God damn it. All right. Well, I guess that's where.
Should we intervene?
No. Decide that you know what, Nev?
No,
be
oh,
my
no,
I
said
guest.
it out loud. I said
be
it
my
out loud.
guest, sweetheart.
You're right. No, you're right.
Mm.
You're right. You're right. I started saying it out loud, and then it just. Well, let's go find a murderer, I think.
Queon, you're muted.
No, I know. They don't need to hear the nonsense coming out of my mouth right now.
Oh my god. As Silas and Ryle break apart, Kyle, you hear in the back of your mind, "You about finished?"
Yep. You done with your appetizer, I guess you could call them.
There's a long pause, and you see her kiss his cheek and then exit the conversation gracefully, still maintaining a facade, before very poignantly walking across the room to you.
Ruse, I don't think this is gonna be pretty.
Bruce has already put the toothpick back in his mouth and just tips his hat. I'm not here for messy.
Bruce, get over here. Just come chill over here. You trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me.
Oh, I'll be right back. And then goes over.
Ryle sort of approaches you and positions herself so she is blocking you, her using her physical height over you to sort of block the visual of you from the ballroom, from that open courtyard.
Kyle is still wiping at his lip where Ruse was biting said bottom lip. So you have fun over there, Ryle? Or thought you was supposed to be entertaining?
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Let's go!
I cast Bless. I gotta help this man. He's first level.
First level bless is that's an additional D4, right?
Yes, it's one.
Okay.
D4.
What the hell? I can't see it. That's a 2. So that's a 28.
Cool. You are very familiar with Ryle, and you can feel the hand coming before it comes into contact with your face. I'm going to allow you to choose how Kyle would like to respond. Again, you could dodge it if you. I'm giving you permission to dodge it if you'd like to, but again, this is your What do you do? This woman is about to slap you in public. That's where we're at.
It's the in public part. If we weren't in public, he would
Yeah.
let it happen. But because she has to keep up appearances right now, he's going to duck and dodge it, kind of grabbing her hand and like spin her around very quickly. Just like showing her off. Like, you're a lovely dancer, Mrs. Kane. You ain't gotta do all of this just to show up, okay?
Can I do one of those like awkward applauses? It's like, oh, only I saw that, and I'm the only one applauding. Great. So some of that
and
attention.
Ruse just
I think
slowly
Hekat and Ruse do that at the
lowers his
same
hand.
time. Just, buddy.
Okay. No.
Now-
You don't need that.
Now,
There's a resting, like, you know this woman incredibly well. She is not masking very well in this moment. She is seething. Like, the rage is pouring off of her.
Now, Ryle, you are supposed to be keeping up appearances, and there was far too many whispers around these halls about your and I's relationship. So forgive me for trying to respect you and protect you.
Oh, it's actually laughable that you seem to think that I'm stupid enough to think that you staring at me, responding the way that you did, was nothing more than self-serving.
Excuse me.
I don't like it when other people play with my toys. You know this.
Let me help you find your toys then. Because you cannot be talking about me, am I right?
She just looks away from you.
Your fiance's
There's-
calling. And he's gonna
Just
walk
like-
away.
Before you go to walk away, she's gonna grab your wrist.
Yes, Miss Kane, is there anything that you need from me? He says it like just above a whisper so other people can hear that he is being professional.
Sensing where your head is at in that moment, she's going to respond in your mind. Sorry, I let my anger get the better of me.
If I knew any better, this would be you having feelings. And I thought Miss Kane didn't do those.
At that, she will let go of your hand and back away.
Now you let me know if you need anything else, Miss Kane. I'll be over here doing my duties and making sure that you are safe in this world. Especially with your uncle's untimely passing and unpassing.
She gives you the most courtesy of like little curtsies, like the respect curtsy. She's well, we appreciate your services, Mr. Saadiq, in keeping us all safe. And there's
course,
like a
that is
heavy
my job.
emphasis on the word safe, before she turns and flounces back to like mingling with the other guests.
I wanted to do something so bad in that instance, but now I'm good. I'm good. Fuck it. So it's like as she's leaving, it's just one of those like very quick brushing of the pinkies as we pass. So it's just like so she knows where my head's at. But if anybody were to be looking or paying attention or very observant, they would catch that.
So I'm gonna say with Hekat's passive, absolutely. caught it.
There's a quiet.
And there's almost like as that pinky, do you feel it like hook around yours for just a split second, before she pulls away.
Fixing his clothes and everything, walks back over to Ruse, Nev, and Hekat. Like, all right, well,
Y'all done?
I believe so.
Lovely.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me and him. No, sorry.
Oh, baby, don't mistake. It's and she'll kind of gesture between Kial, Ruse, and like very subtly to Miss Kane. That's gonna get y'all killed.
We should talk about that. I don't want to ruin the mood here, but what? The murder happened about 15 minutes ago. What is going on?
I'm sorry, didn't the preacher wake that man up?
Exactly, Father.
Yes.
You kind of averted murder.
Yeah.
So we're all just
if in
comfortable
fact
with
Hekat
their...
The
cancels.
attempt still stands.
We're all okay with there just being a random murder. Look, I'm sure you've all
you-
killed people.
Are you new
before,
here?
But
Father, I'm
Yes.
not to be obviously. I'm not to be what's the word? A dick. But this comes with the territory. Do you understand what the black vein is? What the thorn does?
Yeah, maybe the preacher is a little bright though, because we've seen it. There's never a wedding without at least one or two people getting tossed over a bar or something happening. But you're right about something. Somebody did something and just walked away. Usually, we know who landed that punch, or who started the fight. And you keep going, and you keep dancing, and then tell people in the morning. But that's what I guess is itching at my brain there. Why that old man?
that was what I was trying to find out before something else happened.
Well, sometimes we just have to get that stuff.
No, by all
Handled.
means. By
Yeah,
all
just-
means.
It's called
know.
keeping up appearances, okay? If you want to be out here asking and trying to figure out things, you catch more flies with honey than you do with shit. So,
Noted.
Yeah, and you see, he didn't need his own. He didn't need a spell to do that.
well,
Hekat, with your passive perception, I would say it's about this time that you clock Vesperin Thorn, Silas's mother, and Nadia Saadiq re-enter this courtyard space. They vanished after the incident happened for about 10 minutes or so, and are just re-entering in and going back into mingling with people.
Again, with the passive that I have, specifically the passive insight, what's their general demeanor right now?
There's a level of keeping up appearances about them. There's a front happening clearly. It's very obvious with your passives that they just came back from a rather harsh conversation.
And Hekat will kind of nudge Nev with her elbow and nod her chin. Something tells me wherever those two went, it was not a pleasant conversation. Look at her. She's practically sweating.
And Nev, you remember this is the woman who came up and rather verbally assaulted Kial earlier.
Yeah. Should we make ourselves known or approach from a distance?
I'd say approach from a distance.
Alright. Hang on, I'm seeing if there's anything I can do to... Yeah, not really. Yeah, I think I'll just sort of start making my way towards that whatever punch bowl there was, I
Mhm.
think, towards these two to see if I can overhear any other conversation and sort of gesture over to, the rest of them to try and keep cover. It's like, hey, just-
Yeah. Hekat's gonna immediately fall into step behind Nev and loop her hand in the crook of his elbow and make it look like we're having a chit chat.
Mhm.
before Hekat gets too far, Kyle is going to grab onto Hekat's wrist and just pull you in close just enough to whisper in your ear. Be careful when you're talking to Nadia. I got a sinking suspicion that she may have more to do with Mr. Kane's attempted murder, then she's letting on right now.
I'm glad we are of the same mind on that then.
Don't drink anything she offers you.
Oh, sweetie. And she'll kind of open her doublet and there's a little flask like on the inside pocket. I ain't touching a goddamn thing on that table. Are you crazy?
Plus I can raise her from the dead, so it's really not a big deal.
How many more diamonds do you have?
Don't worry about it.
I love a
Don't
rich
worry
man.
about it.
Now we got a rich sugar daddy in the in company now. Let's go.
Spell slots on spell slots, baby.
What level are you?
As you cross across the fucking courtyard, you guys see they're still at very clearly defined, like the thorns are all sort of on one side of the party and the canes are all sort of on the other. Walking across, you do finally see Hail Cane after it's been about like 20 to 30 minutes or so at this point, sort of re-entering this space as well, and there is a hush around the people and people are just sort of avoiding him like the plague. And he makes a point of walking across as you guys are approaching that like bar top to grab a fresh bottle of booze that has been planted out, and then walking back away again, just sort of leaning against a column as in a way to like, I'm not dead, I'm still here kind of vibes.
We'll let him be for a little while. Let him...
You know, something tells me that coming back from the brink might make somebody a little more prickly, so we'll just let him.
Oh, it usually does. Yeah, there's a bright light, usually a lot of, well, the brain releases a bunch of chemicals once you die, and it's like a big DMT hit, and basically you basically see God, but there's so many different gods, it honestly doesn't even matter. So when you come back from that and with those memories, you know what? I've said too much. Let's go eavesdrop.
As you guys are approaching that table, you sort of pass Vesperin and Nadia, and they are speaking in hushed tones, but like similarly to how Kial was talking to Ryle a little bit ago. It's like that, we're talking so that people hear that we're talking. It's that level of conversation, so it's fluffy, like, oh, did you see the flowers that they purchased? Oh, I heard that there's like special wards on the chapel itself to prevent violence and blah blah blah. Like it's not, they're not diving into deep conversation. It's all performatory bullshit.
Got it. Oh, should we? I'm a bit out of my depth, Hekat.
Once in her goddamn life, Hekat Moore is going to be diplomatic and make no comment to that. For once in her goddamn life. She'll just kind of pat Nev on the hand.
Kyle, you would also see people occasionally dipping off down that corridor that you know leads to Marrow's study, and then people returning about 20 minutes or so later, and you assume that this is people going and waiting for their turn to effectively ask a boon of the boss man, and then returning again.
Okay. Do I see anybody of importance heading down this hall right now?
Nobody of importance. It seems like the people who are coming and going from that hall, from what you can see, are like the low level people who know that like the important people will probably ask tomorrow after like either before the rehearsal dinner or after the rehearsal dinner. So it's like the people who know that they probably don't stand a shot at hell at like getting their request approved, but they want to like, you gotta try, you know, why not shoot your shot?
Doesn't hurt.
He might say yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think Kyle, while seeing like those people disappearing and like coming back, he's still thinking about the fact that the poison was slightly familiar to him. So I would like to follow that a little bit to see if I can find any remnants of a possible crime, possible poisoning.
Yeah, all of the bottles were destroyed,
Mm-hmm.
so you wouldn't be able to find any leads there.
But is there possibly a vial or some source that somebody might have left behind?
Give me an investigation check.
Shit.
I would like to investigate the crime. It's an investigation check. Shit. Where did you think that was going?
That tracks.
Better.
No, that tracks. That tracks.
A 2.
Oh.
There ain't shit there.
All right. So he's gonna go over to Ruse and say, so these two are going to be looking into this situation. What do you suppose we do in the meantime?
They're looking into what was it?
Trying to figure out what. And it's just like, it's, you're lucky you're pretty. Does not say that out loud. Internal monologue. Is they're looking into the Thorn family right now. Because from the sounds of it, what Hekat thinks they had a real nice conversation right after the murder attempt.
Doesn't that strike a little weird to you?
A murder attempt or the murder?
Just these two, they want to get all married and stuff, and the families want to make sure this all happens, and then they have a nice conversation after a murder. It doesn't feel like, and then all that with her and you, that it seems like they want this wedding to happen.
It's some bullshit about some marriage between the Rose and Thorn or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Making them all powerful or whatever. And
yeah.
I don't
enemy,
believe
your
it.
friend, all that. Got it. Yeah.
So that's why they say they want it so bad.
Yeah.
Ask me,
But you see,
it's a lot of bullshit.
You see, that's what I'm thinking too. The amount of times I've heard, well, I'm a thorn, here I am, and then just, that's not gonna go under a bridge just because the two kids got married.
Listen here, Hex, there's a lot about this whole Ruse, I guess you could say. It's a...
Wow. No, respect. Honestly, respect. Tip of the cap to you, my friend. Thank you.
Many thanks.
I think you mean Ruse?
I said what I said.
I heard it. Anyone else hear it?
They are playing... I think they're playing a long game.
All right.
Which is a lot better for a lot of these folks. Because my interaction with the Thorn, they love the long game, but the Rose, they like it quick.
All right. If they're gonna go with the thorns, the makes sense that we should go to the other side.
Benevolent GM.
Most gracious GM.
Would I know of a place that we would be able to eavesdrop in on Merrill's conversations?
Ooh. Give me a history check. I'll say at advantage.
Bless God.
Ruse is gonna sit there and look pretty because that is a -1 to history.
17.
You have spent a long time in this house periodically. Like, Ryle doesn't stay here all the time, but she stays with her father quite regularly and has her own space and quarters. And there's also a lot of uh think old school like English castles where there's lots of back walls and corridors and stuff where things are linked so that you don't have to walk in front of the help, for lack of a better word, or you don't have to see the help if you don't want them to be seen. It's that kind of energy, and you know that there is a secret passageway that goes sort of behind uh M- uh Marrow's study, that you're not quite sure if you'd be able to hear through it, but you know that there's a corridor that runs back there, and if there were a place where you could overhear people asking him for boons, that would be the place to do it.
All right. I think I know just the place. And I'm going to lead Ruse away and pray to God. Pray to the freaking divine that Ryle is not watching right now.
Are you trying to stealthily leave this area?
Yeah, I would be.
Cool. Then I will need stealth checks from both you and Ruse.
I'm good.
Mom +3.
You gonna give me the number, Mister? I'm good.
I'm waiting for
15.
Ruse. I got a 29.
Jesus Christ.
That's why I'm like,
Damn.
Ruse is just like, what? Where? And 15.
So, Ruse, you're talking to Kyle 1 second, and then Kyle is just gone.
Kyle?
He's fully gone.
Oh, how did you get? Oh,
I thought you were behind me.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. You were talking to me, and then you didn't say which direction, and you just.
I thought you were
there you
behind me.
were.
I'm so sorry. Okay. Either way, I got off the dance floor before I got noticed.
You did.
Let's go.
We're gonna pull away from the two of you real quickly and check back in with Nevin Hekat, who are sort of going amongst the crowd, listening for like whispers and rumors, is what I'm
Mhm.
clocking.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
if the two folks are making small talk, I wouldn't necessarily want to interact with Kyle's mom ever. We'll save that for last if we really need
You know
to.
what?
I will at least.
You know, Nev, we did save Master Hale's life. Very least we should probably check up on him, shouldn't we?
A friendly doctor's visit might do him some good.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll make our way over to... I definitely remember the name of the man I saved.
Hey, okay.
Sure do.
Hail Kane.
Hail Kane, yes.
Hail Kane.
I will
He's sort of-
hail.
He's sort of leaning against a pillar, making his presence known in the space, and is just drinking straight out of a bottle.
Hail. Hail. It's a greeting from where? Hello.
Master Kane.
You're fucking weird. You're pretty.
Oh,
He's drunk.
that.
Oh, look. I almost died, so I feel like I'm entitled to my libations.
You know what? No one is denying you that, sir. Just, somebody did try to kill you.
Do you know who my family is? I think it's the first time someone tried to kill a Kane. I mean, bit bold to do it at our own. What's the word? House. That's the word. But hey, nothing
There's a
new.
very brief twitch to Hekat's mouth.
He's gonna look at Nev specifically. You brought me back. You certain that was wise?
Well, I did until you said that. I can't imagine anybody wanting to die, And you're certainly the first person to not really thank me, but I wasn't going to bring it up.
I'm sorry, were you expecting thanks? I forgot you're one of them church folk type bitches.
I dabble.
You dabble in church?
Not I. My. I was not the one initially invited here, so I represent a bit of a higher power. And I was wondering if we could perhaps discuss business.
I wasn't aware we invited anyone from the fucking church. Who the fuck invited you?
Okay, is there a way I, like, because I know I can lie, I can tell the truth here, and it'll get me off no problem. Is there a way that I can say somebody that might shock him? Can I make like a history check or something, just to like? Yeah. Okay.
You want to rattle the cage a little?
Yeah, I want to shake it. See what comes out. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so
actually,
this is...
I wouldn't say this would be history. I said this would be insight, because I can give you a name that would rattle him, but it's whether or not you would clock what name would rattle him.
I see. Okay, give me a second. It's a 9, and I have a +8, so 17.
Nice.
Oh yeah. He would, because he doesn't. This sounds so fucked up. He doesn't think enough of Ryle to think that she chose people to invite to her wedding. She assumed it's purely like a mom and dad planned everything thing. He knows that Marrow does not like the church. So if you were to say a name that were to rattle him, it would specifically be his brother's name.
And remind me what his brother's name is?
Marrow Kane, the leader of the cartel.
Okay. I am going to stand myself up and sort of transfer. So I've slouched most of the time. I think I've been very nondescript and sort of in the description of my character being very plain. And I would like there to be a very noted, and Hekat, I don't even think you need an insight check or anything. I would like to change my posture the way that Clark Kent switches to Superman. And I would like to take 2 steps closer. And I will look him dead in the eye and say, Marrow invited me.
His eyes sort of narrow, and he's going to make an insight check of his own. I'm going to disadvantage it just because 2 ain't going to get him shit. Because he's drunk. 2 ain't going to get him shit. He just looks at you, and his eyes narrow, and he runs like, you see him say his own brother's name, like, without saying it, like, mouthing the word. That's... okay. I wasn't aware we were playing like that. It's always family dynamics at fucking play and power plays and bullshit. Fine. Marrow invited. Okay. And he like looks very unsettled.
Oh, dear. And Hekat like glances at Nev and like briefly impressed. Because, you know, if anyone's going to understand putting on a mask, it's going to be the goddamn bard. Oh dear. I understand that I'm just here for entertainment, Master Hale, but you seem to be troubled, darling.
I thought we had moved past petty family swallows. I don't... One will be a fool to trust my brother, and I am nothing... I'm not a fool.
Is that why he tried to kill you?
Do you think my brother would And there's like a moment where he says it out loud. And he's like processing that idea for the first time.
Paying me no mind, testing a theory. And I will take just a slight step back and assume my diminutive posture.
Well, the thing is, Hekat got a look at Marrow Kane after that whole thing went down. From my notes, Game Master, we understand that Marrow Kane is a generally unflappable individual, but when a member of your family is directly attacked at an event that you are hosting for said family, one would think And actually, I think that might be what she sort of mutters to Hale. Well, I can't say I understand, Master Hale. You see, I come up from nothing. Ain't got much but the coin in my purse and the loot on my back and pistol on my hip. But, well, I have run through enough parties like this and rubbed elbows with enough powerful families to understand the scales and the balance that those at the top are occasionally desperate to maintain.
There's a long pause as he processes the words that you said. And he just looks at you in his eyes, and there's like a little bit, almost a hint of like a tear.
And she's not... Okay, yes, there's a little bit of her that's trying to like... It's offering sympathy in order to open the door a little bit. But you can also tell, because she would let that little bit of herself, the real self, show through, that she legitimately does feel bad for him. Because if nothing else, as far as Hekat is concerned, if you've got family should look out for each other.
He takes a deep swig from that bottle of booze he's holding. Family should have some sort of rile came running. Why wouldn't my own... I'm gonna go talk to my brother. I'm gonna go have a conversation with my fucking brother.
Master,
and he like turns to go start storming off.
Hekat gently takes hold of his arm. If you'd like to take the advice of a humble bard, I would suggest perhaps having a couple sips of water first. I don't think coming in hot in a situation like this is going to get you any favors.
Give me a persuasion check.
Bless.
Okay.
First level.
Okay. That's 19 with the bless.
Ooh. He pauses and looks back at you. And like nearby, there's like one of those like larger like decorative planter things. It's like got like a basin of water at the top of it to like feed it. He just takes it, pours it on top of himself. Shakes himself off.
Yep. Nope.
And then goes to storm down the hallway.
I think we're gonna
again.
How's it getting at you?
Hekat's gonna kind of look at Nev.
You want to tail him?
Yeah.
We tail him.
Oh shit! That's not what I. Oh shit!
We'll
Oh
tail him.
shit!
We'll
Oh
tail
shit!
him.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Fine. Hey, we kick the hornet's nest. Let's see what flies out, and we will follow him from a distance.
Shit. Quietly. Shit.
Are we stealthily following him?
Can he make a perception check with disadvantage since he's drunk, or do we have to make stealth checks?
I'm gonna say it's both.
Okay,
I mean, to be fair, at this point, I feel like Hekat kind of likes the poor bastard, so she doesn't really want to see him get killed. She's really only here because she hates Marrow. She doesn't really have any feelings about the rest of the fucking family.
Yeah.
I shit you not, I rolled double 18s.
Damn it. I rolled an 11.
Math.
Like, double 18s on my pixel.
Yeah, that's a 27.
So I literally, I can... Oh, goddamn. Yeah, so Hekat basically vanishes into the shadows. Nev, with your very large dragonborn-y feet and your unassuming behavior, he clocks you immediately and just goes, why the fuck are you following me?
It's a morbid curiosity. I'm fascinated by the people I return to life. I feel as though I owe you. You know what? I'll leave you alone. And I just immediately hightail it out of there. Good luck, Hekat.
I'm so sorry.
And Hekat, you just hear him say the word morbid's a fucking choice word, considering I was dead 40 minutes ago, before turning and heading back down the hall. We're going to jump back to Kial and Ruse, who, Kial, the way that you know to enter into these secret tunnels is through Ryle's room. So as you open the door, what does the inside of Ryle's suite look like? Like, what would Ruse be seeing?
You tell me. You play the game.
I assume Kial has made a home for himself in this room, which is why I'm sort of giving it to you.
He has his own room outside. So it's not this. That one's more for show. But I don't think he's put up, like, there's nothing there. It's very nondescript of him.
There's nothing in here that would like give him. Yeah.
This is all Ryle. So that's why I'm like,
cool. Yeah.
I don't know what her taste would be. I'm gonna give her lace songs for all I know.
As you enter this room, Ruse, in the center of the room, because it's a very large suite, there's a large 4-poster bed with like these sheer curtains that sort of drape on the edges of it. The bedding is all like sort of akimbo and messed up. There's also a chaise lounge like off to the side in front of like a full length, like not like just like a mirror, but like a big one of those big like round ones that like leans against a wall. It's so big it can't be mounted. She doesn't have like a closet per se or like dressers. There's like this open rack, like a big long pipe that's got like some of the most expensive looking clothing you've seen ever. And then there's a door that goes out to a balcony, and then behind a portrait, Kial, is where you know where the entrance would be. And it's a portrait of like Ryle's great-great-grandmother, who like was one of the founding members of the cartel, because the cartel was founded by women, and then Marrow sort of took control of it.
Cool, I hate him even more.
Oh, absolutely. Queon despises him now, for real. But as we walk in, Kyle's gonna look to Ruse and just, now, please. I know it looks a little messy in here, but she is very particular about all of her things, and she will notice if anything comes up missing. Follow me. I'm gonna go to the poster open, unless Ruse starts trying to thieve.
If either of the two of you would like to, give me a perception check.
I don't like that. Does a passive 20 help at all? Does a passive 20 help me before
I'll give you your passive 20. The door that goes out to the balcony is open.
Oh, hello. That's a 21.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 20 plus 1.
Uh-huh.
Nat 20?
Ruse, I will give you with your 20.
Yeah.
Ruse, with your natural 20, there is a familiar scent of cigarette smoke coming from that balcony.
The Ruse hears what you were saying and just like, there's not really nothing here I want to take. But and then just like starts moving his nose. Is this familiar like good or like
it's familiar
like someone particular?
It's familiar like someone particular.
I don't know. I don't think we're the only one in here. So
I was just thinking the same thing. Because that door is always shut.
Well, you can't smoke in here, so
Kyle is going to reach towards his hip and pull out this black revolver with like gold filigree engravings on the side. All right.
I'm gonna say, with that natural 20, Ruse, you clock a specific name engraved on the side of that gun, and that name is Ryle.
They just like giggle a little bit, and they're in their hands. It's like they're pulling out cards from somewhere, just quickly like this, and they have like the 2 of spades out, and they're messing with it. Just you see, I usually don't name my guns after. You know what? It's fine.
It was a gift.
It was a gift with her name on it.
What part of it was a gift is not? Yes.
I don't know. I just look.
Come-
That we have guests. We have guests. Okay.
Come on now. And as we like creep up, oh please God, who do we see?
You would see, having snuck away from the party post. He and Ryle do not have a traditional relationship, and he was very quick to clock that he was being used in that moment. So he snuck off for what you assume, now seeing him leaning against the balcony, was a private conversation with his fiancée, one Silas Thorne, just sort of leaning on the balcony, looking out over the water. A rather full ashtray of several cigarettes already.
Ruse kind of backs up, and where Silas is outside, Ruse's back is to them on the inside through the wall, and they're just closing their eyes of like, this is the closest I could actually be to them. But to Kial, they're just like, I don't really know that one, so
Yeah, that's gonna be a deception check, and that's
yeah, I know,
absolutely
I know.
gonna be.
I
an
saw your
insight
face.
check.
I saw your
Thank
face, and I was
you.
just like, oh,
Thank you
yeah.
so
how quickly
much,
can I
boss.
get the sentence through before how it happens? Oh my God, you are special die. Where is that chair? Where is that chair? Oh my God, you get the special chair. That is another D20 plus 9 for a 29.
Hey,
What's happening?
that's what I rolled. A 9.
Special chair. Special chair. Okay.
You
9
got a
plus
little
2.
throne
an
for your
11.
dice.
You
That's
win.
adorable.
Oh, when they're good, they get the throne. When they're bad, they
Oh.
get yelled at.
No, when mine are
You
bad, they
know
go
that.
in the cuck chair because I.
That's what I
literally
thought
have
you
the
were gonna
cuck
bring
chair.
out.
Oh, this one's the throne. The cuck chair's in the back there facing the wall.
You get the naughty chair.
Kyle, you do not clock anything off of Ruse with that fucking roll. Like, they just look nonchalant, nondescript. Everything is on the inside.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't really know that one. Do you know the groom that well?
Meanwhile, the reason why Kyle has not caught any of this shit with Ruse is because they are looking at Silas like they have done the worst thing imaginable and shat on his birthday cake, basically. And he is looking and like his mouth is like cocked up and he is twirling the revolver at this point. Junior.
You can see, like, because he's not looking at you, across his back, like the tense, like the shoulder hunch, and he doesn't turn around. And there's just like a side eye looking over. Oh, I should have anticipated her shadow would be in her bedroom.
Better question is, why the fuck are you here?
This is my fiance's room. If anyone has a right to be in it, it's fucking me.
Shouldn't you be somewhere else, like with your fiance?
I needed
Not
a break.
skulking around? Okay, all right. I think it's time for you to leave.
I could say the same to fucking you.
Oh, Junior.
I have a name.
All
It's
this time
Silas,
and
and
you
I'd
still
prefer
a
that you
little
used it.
bitch. There he is. That whiny
thought
little
we-
bastard.
I thought that we agreed to let bygones be bygones when you fucking left.
Bygones be bygones.
Uh-oh.
Who said that? Who said that? Oh, you came up with this on your own. And like, he's going to pull off his eye patch. We would never be bygones once this is what I'm dealt with. And what everybody sees is one of Kyle's eyes, like his normal eye, is a very like beautiful hazel with like flecks of green in there. But the eye that is normally covered up by an eye patch is the same crystalline structure of roserite. He's like, this is what I am left with. Because of you and your fuck-ass schemes.
Actions have consequences. I'm sorry that you can't fucking deal with the consequences of your actions, Kyle.
To think we used to be best friends.
Best friends is a tall stretch of the word. That's not how I remember it.
Oh, how do you recall it then? Me getting you
A
out
little-
of every fucking fight you ever got in?
I remember a little uppity fuck who only wanted to platform their family higher in our organization, so you only pretended to be my fucking friend.
Nobody ever
That's what I
pretended to be your
remember.
fucking friend, Silas. I genuinely gave a fuck about you and see where that fucking got me.
Yeah, in bed with the fucking Black Vein.
When I would rather be at home with my family. You don't give a damn about Ryle. You don't give a damn about me. You want to talk about a selfish, uppity bastard? You're the only one I ever fucking seen. Don't you ever sit here and talk about me like that again. You got a lot of lip for somebody hanging over a balcony right now.
Is that a fucking threat?
No, it's a
he?
motherfucking promise.
Was he hanging over a balcony?
Not hanging
we
over,
see
but
this?
he
Do we see this?
No,
I was
you're in
about-
a different part
I
of
was
the
about
house.
to say, like, do we all see this happening?
Oh shit!
No,
He was
Ruse,
leaning
you-
over a balcony. I'm sorry.
Ruse, you can overhear this whole conversation though.
Yeah.
He just looks at you and then looks at the gun that you're still twirling in your hand. Be a man then. You want her all to your fucking self. Fucking do it.
Be a man. I am going to close the distance between us, and I stop twirling the gun and I hold it up to his chin.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. I feel like it needs to be higher. That's a 14.
Continue.
Damn it.
Just the gun under his
Silas.
chin.
Listen. The only reason why you are not dead the second that I laid eyes on you is because this is what she asked for. If she would not have asked for you to still be breathing, you would be down there where my father is right now.
Does a 19 hit you?
It does.
You feel down in your gut a quick piercing as he slides a dagger under your ribcage
Oh.
and leans in closer still. Maybe you should be a good little boy and leave while you still have one good fucking eye.
And while he is this close, can he make a constitution save, please?
Absolutely. Can you also take 4 points of piercing damage, please?
I sure will.
That is a 18 on the die for a 21.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, cool. So what he sees is like Kyle like hisses, and like with that hiss, there's just like poison and acid like dripping from his fangs, and he's like, he made the save, so I won't spit on him. But
What a sentence.
I'm proud of you, Junior. You done got some balls on you now. Go back to your fiance. That's my last time telling you.
I grew the fuck up, Kyle. And he'll like
Uh,
pull the blade out, and you see that splatter of blood on the pavement. and then he'll walk past you, sort of doing that thing where he like runs his shoulder into you to sort of shoulder check you. And then he'll pause and look over his shoulder, and just go, "I'd appreciate it if you could stay the fuck away from my fiance." And then he'll walk through the door. At which point he will lock eyes with Ruse specifically. Who does not look like Ruse, correct?
No.
What is the face Ruse is making in that moment as Silas is looking at them?
Quickly, like, away from their eyes, like the first instinct for, like, when you love someone, the first instinct is to look at their eyes first whenever they turn to you, and then quickly, like, try to get into the room where Kial is.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh no, he's on the ground, and he just like starts to like
They're none-
maneuver around them.
One last thing before our lovely Silas walks away.
Mm-hmm.
Can he make a charisma save for me?
Sure. 19 on the die.
This motherfucker right here. So as Ruse comes around, what they see is like the eye of Kyle starts to like glow and shimmer, and it like the veins around his roserite eye kind of like pulse with that same pink glow. And he just like shakes it off as Silas walks away. All right.
And you would see Kyle's open eye with that pulsing roserite around it, the splatter of blood on the pavement, and then that still smoking pile of ashtray that's got like a bunch of cigarettes in it. Ruse.
They as Silas walked away, as like two hands kind of miss each other, Silas like ringing in his head like, "This is the first time I've seen you, and the way I'm doing this is being a coward," is so clear on Ruse's face, just so fucking clear. As he like
I'm
gets
gonna
down.
ask you to do it again.
You know, I was looking away from the computer, okay, so I didn't see it. No, yeah, I feel like, yeah.
Or are you just giving it to him?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so clear on his face. He's just like, okay, what are you doing down here?
I'm not on the floor. First of
He's
all.
just standing up.
I'm standing up.
He's just-
He ain't getting me
He's
down.
just like, he's just looking at the blood dripping down. Like, what is it?
Don't worry about it. Sorry you had to overhear that with an old friend, I guess.
You know them?
I knew him. Looks like he finally
Sound
grew
like
the
you
fuck
grew
up.
up with him.
Yeah. Long story.
Friends do change.
Yeah, and they also stabbed me in the back. And I put my eye patch back on.
Okay. Ruse is like, yeah. They do that.
Yep.
And we will pull back from that moment and clock back in with Hekat specifically. Stealthily following down this hallway towards where you're assuming is Marrow's study, because you don't know where it is specifically, but Hale is walking ahead of you at a solid pace. And as he hooks another corner, there's a line of people. Not a super long, but no one that you recognize, people who were probably at the party, just like 5 or 6 individuals waiting outside of this door. And Hale just sort of walks up to the guard and just goes, "I'm going to speak to my brother," and just opens the doors and enters, closing it
Okay,
behind
so what's
him.
going to happen before that is before he turns the corner and like they hit those people, Hekat's going to cast invisibility on herself.
Okay.
And the idea is to slip in behind.
Ooh, okay. Give me... Oh, let's go... Athletics or acrobatics to see if you can slide in that door.
That was a good one. 24.
Oh yeah, easily, deftly. As Hale opens the door and just sort of announces to his brother, who you see, Marrow sitting behind a desk, his feet sort of up on the edge of it. The room is cloaked in darkness, but there's like 2 roserite candles, so he's only getting lit on either side by like this pinkish glow of light. And there's a man like standing on the other side of the desk, sort of holding his hat in front of him, in the middle of speaking. And Hale enters and just goes, "Get the fuck out! I'm speaking to my brother." The man like looks to Marrow for approval, who like nods his head, and that man exits as you are able to slide in and just sort of pin yourself against the wall. So you're in a room alone with Hale and Marrow.
What is the layout of this room? Because just in case, I would like to be able to find a place to hide.
Oh, totally. It is overlooking the cliffside, so you can see these big windows behind him, and then he's got the big desk in the center. There's bookshelves sort of off to the side, and then there's like one of those like old-timey like folding wall divider
like
situation
a screen
things near like a screen off to the side near like a chest of drawers with like a bunch of like drawers and stuff and things.
As Hale is making all this bluster, I'm going to use that to slip behind the screen.
Perfect. And you're able to either like peer around it or look through the gaps in it to get a clear vantage point of Hale and Marrow at the desk. And I want to pull back from there.
The dumbest thing I've ever done, guys.
Nev, what the fuck are you doing, Nev?
I would like to see if there's any indication of anyone else talking about the murder around the party, or just seeing if I can get a sense of anyone else that might be of interest. Happy to make a roll for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Give me a perception check.
18.
Okay. There aren't people specifically talking about the murder. There are like little rumors that you're able to pick up as you're wandering around. There's the one that you've already heard about how the bride is hardly seen without her shadow. There's another rumor that gets picked up about how this isn't the first time that Marrow has tried to marry Ryle off, and that person who he tried to marry her to was also killed. But there isn't any details as to how that happened. There's another one where people are talking about the house itself and how Cain built this mansion on top of a secret trove of roserite, but no one can really prove that. And then the one that you had already heard about how the chapel has been warded to stave off violence specifically for the ceremony.
Has it?
That is a rumor that you have heard.
I see. Okay. Would I know who the most powerful person in the room is currently?
Give me an Arcana check.
That's a 15 on the die with a +5, so dirty 20.
There's a couple of magic users. There's a couple that clock and pinged you. One of them is Nadia Saadiq. Another one is Ryle herself. Would ping is incredibly powerful. And then that's kind of it. Like everyone else has got like a low level understanding. And also everyone sort of has that pinkish roserite glow about them as well. Like these people dabble in in corruption and the use of roserite itself.
Can I go up to Nadia?
You're going up to Kyle's mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could absolutely go up to Kyle's mom.
Okay. Just want to play this very nonchalantly. Just go up and say, my lady, I'm terribly sorry. I've not introduced myself. Nevin the Blue. Charmed.
She will take your hand and shake it. Nadia Saadiq, the Copper Widow. And
your reputation. Your reputation precedes you, my lady. You are known well throughout the lands.
There's like a cocked eyebrow. In what capacity, Lord Nevin the Blue?
My friends call me Nev.
And we're friends.
We might be. You haven't really gotten to know me. I haven't gotten to know you. Nevlin is fine for now. Trying to back
What?
away from the... Yeah. Just like...
She'll just like slide her arm into yours and like pretend like you're doing a walk about the room.
Mm.
We should walk. We should walk.
I would love that. Yes, absolutely. I don't know if Dragonborns can sweat, but whatever the
And as you're walking, she just sort of like guides you around the outskirts of the party. And then very quietly, you hear, I am not a stupid woman, Mr. the Blue.
No.
But I would like to be upfront. What the fuck do you want? You're not nearly as clever as you think you are.
I make no assertions of that claim whatsoever, merely making conversation during a rather, to be honest, more tense ceremony than I'm used to. I confess I feel slightly more out of my depth than usual, my lady. I was wondering if I might be able to get some pointers from you, a high-status lady such as yourself.
Oh, you really aren't good at this, are you?
No, I confess I am not.
Do you even know what I actually do?
Yes.
Or... Oh, give me that deception check, please.
Yeah. Would I have been able to have gleaned something from Kial at all in our very...
I'll give you deception and advantage for that, but like it's still deception. You don't know for sure.
Okay.
I don't know
what
what she do really now.
That is a 15. That is a 15.
She got a 17 on the die plus stuff to clock you. And she just looks you up and down. And you see on her hand like a ring that looks like it's made of petrified roserite. And she just sort of like flashes it ever so slightly, and then just pauses and looks at you. I have been at Vesperin's side for a very long time, since my son left the Crimson Thorn. Needed something to do with my time. I am assuming, since you're here at the behest of the church, and you brought the dead one back to life, that you're investigating things. And I'm not stupid enough to think that you are not here without an ulterior motive. So I would ask you kindly to just be rather blunt with me if you think I am suspicious in some capacity.
Same thing, straightens up, does that little Superman switch. Okay. If that's how it's going to be, fine. You may not appreciate the sanctity of this wedding going smoothly, for business to continue as is, but I do. And I would very much like for there to be no other interruptions. And so I am ruling out those that would seek to gain the most. You're on that list.
Are you accusing me of something?
I would never.
That's the smartest thing you've said in this fucking conversation.
I know. Now, can I be assured from you and yours that there will be no other interruptions from your side of things?
I do not speak for the Thorn. I'm merely in logistics.
Logistics. Is that what they call it these days?
I may hate this union as much as the next person. I think it's a bad, piss-poor idea, and I don't think it's going to solve any of the problems between our two competitive agreements. It's mutually assured destruction. I'm not stupid enough to try and kill a member of the Kane family in their own fucking house.
Well, it's good to know the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Are you referring to my fucking son?
The idiom goes that way, yes.
That apple did not fall from this tree, it rolled.
Sorry.
Because if it
Queon.
fell
Sorry, Keon's talking shit. I've been trying to stay in character this whole time. Keon's running his mouth but muted.
If it fell from the tree, he would not be disowned from the family. He'd be at my side where he should be.
Why
It
was he
rolled.
disowned?
I hardly see the relevance of that in this conversation.
This can be a deception check. I
Mhm.
haven't entirely ruled your son out yet.
Oh, yeah, that's absolutely a deception check.
Yeah. Ooh, that is a 12.
She got a 9.
Ooh.
Everyone talks about what my son is doing behind closed doors. It's very cute that he seems to think that making out with random people at a bar will cause some sort of word to sway. He's not nearly as intelligent as I think that he thinks he is. However, I would not put it past him to try and get rid of Silas so that he could have Ryle all to himself.
Yes, but why kill the uncle? I
I
wonder.
don't think the uncle was the target.
Who was?
Who knows? It could be any one of us at this fucking party. They poisoned the wine specifically in bottled form. Anyone could have done it, and anyone could have been a target. I
think at that
specify in poison and shipping it. That's part of what I do for the Thorn. We're experts at it. We've been a long time. You work for the church, I would assume you're not stupid enough to not know that information about what we do. If we wanted to kill the uncle specifically, we would have poisoned him specifically.
Then who has the most to gain out of this? Help me.
Throw a rock. A great deal of us do.
Can I? I'm trying to get anything for just. There's gotta be some. I'm looking for that one crack in the armor. Oh no! I can't zone of truth again.
Baby.
I'm running out of spell slot. I'll hold off. I'm not gonna do it. I was just thinking about it. Then I will say, fine. If we're all targets, then I would like to know if there is someone watching my back, if I would watch theirs. And I kind of nod at her, acknowledging having been one-upped, and saying, not even returning the serve, like, oh, you got me, here I am, little fool me, silly boy, but I can maybe look out for you if you look out for me, kind of vibes.
She gives you like a quick look up and down. I'll take it under advisement.
Thank you. You're a smart woman. If I were to want this wedding to go smoothly, what should I do next?
That's an excellent question. Personally, keep an eye on my son. I don't trust him.
That's an excellent idea. And I will bow, say, my lady, and go and try and find Kyle.
Perfect. And we will cut back to Hekat in the study, who is hiding behind a screen, just sort of peering through. And you are overhearing a loud, raucous argument between Hale and Marrow. The part at which we cut back into is Hale verbatimly slamming his hands into the desk and just looking at his brother in the face, just going, "Did you fucking try to fucking have me killed? I wouldn't put it past you. It's half." And he's just like shaking his, and you just see Marrow rubbing his temples, and not responding at all, while Hale is just blowing hot air out of his mouth. And it goes on for longer than you feel comfortable.
Sorry, I did this. I'm sorry.
At which point, Hale finally stops to catch his breath, and you see Marrow look up at him. "Are you done? I will not be disrespected in my own house, not even from my brother. Give me a perception check, please."
I haven't gotten to use these dice yet, and they're treating me so well. So well. So well. 23.
You can see a flash of silver as he shifts his legs off the desk and brings his hand up on it, in what you would clearly clock as a gun. And he just looks back at Hale. "If I wanted to kill you, I would do it myself. I wouldn't hide behind a bottle of fucking poison. Like this." And he will raise the gun and shoot his brother.
Okay.
It's gonna hit. You hear a loud echoing bang as a bullet fires from this pistol and hits Hale directly in the leg, specifically, knocking him to the ground.
It's a good thing Hekat is used to gunfire.
And he just sort of, he instinctively goes to grab it, and then Marrow gets up and walks from around the desk and looks down at him. "I will not kill you. You are my blood. I have to maintain appearances, and I can't do that with you fucking shouting your mouth off. So go back to bed." And then he'll like kick the leg that he just shot, and then walk back behind the desk and like tap a little like bell. And like the person who was guarding the door enters and just goes, "Take this one to his fucking room and send the next one in, please." And they'll like come in, grab Hale by under the shoulders, and start to like drag him out, leaving like that blood smear as they drag
and I'm going to use
away.
that kerfuffle to make my invisible exit.
I'm not gonna make you roll for it. You're able to sneak out, and Kial and Ruse, your room, the room that you're in, is above the study on the second floor. But like, I don't think anyone would need to. And you can hear a gunshot from downstairs. So you can hear that gunshot.
Okay.
Nev, I would say on your way to go try and find Kial, just leaving your conversation with Nadia is about when you would hear the gunshot.
Game Master, here's what I want to do. As Hale is being led out, I'm going to use this spell to the fullest extent. God damn it. I legitimately want to dart past, duck around the corner, drop invisibility, and come back around just, oh my God.
Twice.
Nice.
Twice.
Absolutely. You just see him being drugged by like a guard or one of the little attendants, just sort of, and he's still holding his leg, and that blood smear is just going down the hallway.
How many is it? Just the one guard? Okay.
Just the one guy, yeah.
You know what? Hekat's gonna duck under and actually like help his other side to like keep him balanced.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh my
so very
God.
much.
Okay. All right.
Look.
You are in.
Maybe confronting the brother while intoxicated was not.
I
the
believe I
smartest
might have
decision
told you
I've
that,
ever made.
honey.
You know what, Pretty? Yes, you did. You absolutely. You know what? This is what I get for not listening to Pretty Women. I should listen to Pretty Women more often.
Master Hale, you keep calling.
Careful.
Master
sorry.
Hale, you keep
Talking
calling
shit,
me
I thought
pretty, and we're gonna have a problem.
I mean, and there's like a little bit of flush to his cheeks. He just goes, look, I can tie a rag around it and I'll still be ready to
Oh,
go.
darling. Let's get you seated somewhere, and then maybe we can talk. And for the record, you can call me Hekat.
Miss Hekat, I'd be much
All right.
obliged. And this is about Nev when you would see Hekat holding like the other side of just a bleeding Hale cane.
She looks up, like kind of over Hale's head, and just goes, like makes that face. Doesn't make the noise, but it's just the.
Nev, that's you.
Yeah, okay. So just to be clear,
Yeah.
the guy that I accused of, so he's being dragged. Yes.
Yeah, he's being dragged. He's clearly got a gunshot wound in his like thigh. There's a blood smear that leads all the way down a corridor. You just see Hekat under one of his arms. And I'm assuming by this point, probably Kial and Ruse coming down the stairs from the upper level back into this lower ballroom.
Just for the shits and giggles of it all, Kyle has taken his originally stabbed shirt, taken it off, cleaned up the blood, went to the very bottom of the dresser, opened it, which is his drawer, pulls out another shirt, puts it on, and throws the bloody one in there, and is just like, don't ask no questions, let's go.
I wasn't planning on it, but are you going to be okay? Should I stabilize that?
Yeah, that's the thing. And he kind of like looks at it. How bad's this wound?
Well, it's not bad. He just like, it was a quick like shanking, effectively.
Could Ruse do like something like medicine to help? Something.
Yeah, you could do medicine, but like it's not bleeding out or anything. It's like a clean cut. It was just like a quick like.
Got it. Okay.
You know, like grabs like a little bandage and just like puts it on it like for salve so it doesn't bleed through the new shirt. All right.
You heard that, right?
Sadly, that means Marrow's conversations are not going well, and I think we should get out of here before somebody comes looking.
That might have been my mistake. You know what? Never mind. It's not important. No one else needs to know that. I have to stop thinking out loud. Let's go. And I will grab him up by the leg or wherever it's.
You could take the place of the other guard who wants to go back to. So like
Cool.
take him with Hekat back to his room.
Yeah.
And Kyle.
I'm not
and
healing this. Not
Kyle and
healing
Ruse,
this.
you would see Hekat and Nev escorting Hailthorn back into his room with like that blood trail leading all the way back down the corridor in the direction of Marrow's study. And you also would see that the party seems to be dissipating as people are getting ready to end the festivities for the evening.
Well,
I'm gonna go to bed. Literally everything has gone wrong today. I
Is
don't
Nev
think
safe?
there's more for me to do.
Nev-
Yeah, fully. I was like,
Nev, darling, at the very least, would you mind at least pulling the bullet out of this poor man's leg? I can handle the rest.
Oh, he'll be fine. Him and Marrow do this at least once
All
a
right,
fortnight.
I don't think that means we should just leave the lead slug in his thigh.
Oh, it's a through and through. I could feel it in the back.
All right. You know what?
oh.
Nev, what?
I'll
No,
cast
no, no,
healing
no, no,
word
no,
and
don't,
just-
don't, no.
Fine. 2d4
Actually, no.
plus
If
7. Hang
it
on.
looks like you're gonna, heck, it'll just. You know what, Nev,
Right.
darling, save your magic. I can take care of it.
Much obliged. Very kind of you.
Yeah, you just see Hale look at you, Nev, just go, yeah, let her take care of me. I would like that.
How did your conversation with your brother go?
Fuck you.
Fair.
So good, I guess.
You guys are able to get him
Well-
into the bed, and Nev, you're able to leave if you'd like to. Hekat, are you staying with Hale?
Yeah, I am.
From the door frame, Kyle just yells out to Hale, "Have a good night, Hale."
He just looks at you, and there's like a knowing glance. You too, Kyle.
I wink.
And
Oops, my one good
it's
eye.
about that time that you would hear in the back of your head. Get your ass to bed. We've got apologies to make.
I'm not gonna respond. I'm not going up right now. She can wait.
Ruse, what are you doing?
This is getting... Maybe one night would have been fine, but this is getting tricky. So Ruse is going to look at Hekat. Just, I don't know. If you need a second. I'm not really much to sleep, so if you need someone to help you with the... What's his name?
If you like, darling. Shut up, Queon. You know what? Do me a favor. Could you get, if you can, find some hot water and some clean rags?
Yeah, that I can do. And they'll go off to get that real quick for Hekat.
It doesn't take you long to find what you need or what Hekat requests and bring it back.
Well, in here I thought I was just gonna be playing some fucking music and drinking free booze, but now I know the booze ain't safe, and well, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be here long enough to play any goddamn music.
There's
What's
always
up, tonight?
tomorrow. There's a rehearsal. Maybe that will be less explosive.
And Heck, it'll give Ruse Hex a knowing look, and just, Darling, do you believe that?
Are you asking me or the other pretty one?
I'm asking the other pretty one.
Oh.
I believe that we would have time for another song.
What the fact
Tomorrow?
that anything else for this weekend is not going to be explosive. Because this just sort of seems to be the general how do you say, the general vibe.
Oh. I don't know how they do the weddings, but let's see. Wait a minute. You were the one that fell before and then got shot by your brother?
Yeah, no, he's this
Oh.
was to be the second time someone has caused this one severe bodily harm.
Second time.
I am having a spectacularly bad day that I would like to nurse
and
with
I
alcohol
feel like
and
you might
possibly
have a
women.
couple
Oh,
more ahead of
buddy.
you. Just saying.
Fuck. And he just like leans back into the
Okay,
pillows.
all right. What the fuck did I get myself into? And she's gonna, like, muttering to herself. It goes from common to infernal. But like, she's legitimately gonna help the poor bastard, so I'm gonna cast Healing Word.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
So Ruse knows Infernal. They just curse back, but in like a jest. Like if someone's like "fuck," they're like "fuck."
Hekat freezes for like 2 seconds and goes back about her business. Healing Word. You know what? He was a dummy who got himself shot because he went in there hot and drunk, so he's only getting a first level. That is 5 HP.
Nice. He looks a little more stable, and like as that magic. Actually, what does it look like as Hekat heals him with her magic?
She muttering to herself in Infernal, freezing briefly, and then she keeps on muttering, and the muttering turns into a low hum, almost like a bit of a lullaby. And the magic smells like gun smoke.
There's like a level of like as it hits him, his eyes sort of flutter closed, and then he ends up drifting into sleep pretty easily. And you are able to do what you would like with your evening before you go to bed.
So as he passes out, Hekat's gonna stand up and look to Ruse. And in Infernal, ask plainly, "Why are you here, darling?"
Same back in Infernal. Not for the same reason you are, but for the same reason why we have to keep it secret, I guess.
Oh? And what do you think my reasoning is?
They like tilt their head back, chew on their toothpick. There's something you want, same as me. Something you want to do quick and fast, and then get out of Dodge.
Hex, is it?
Yes.
You ever been to a place called Ashvale?
Have I?
That is entirely up to you.
Let's see. Once or twice, I think.
You know what it's like now. Got folks working those mines till they nearly drop. Got folks working 10, 12-hour days. Ain't them barely enough to keep food on the table. It didn't used to be like that, you know. You want to know when it changed?
I think I could give it a guess, but I like to hear it from you.
Yeah. It changed when the cartel came through.
What changed for you, Hekat?
She kind of smiles, but it is hollow and cold. Everything. They took everything from me. All to put more gold in their goddamn coffers. And I'm not the only one.
Where the brother is sleeping, as Ruse is taking up his legs to like even just put it over the sleeping man's legs, so like just full stretch out his. He'll kick it a little bit to just jostle, just as a.
You hear a rumbling in his sleep.
One of those.
Yeah.
And just shut up. Just looks over to Hekat and just. I don't know. Many years doing this, I've never really stayed in one place, you know? Roots don't do well in dry dirt. And
No.
but it's obvious how much their reach goes far. I'll be talking to somebody in 2 towns over, and I'll hear the word cane and thorn being passed around, and it's like I'm messing with one more of their kind, or someone they couldn't convince, and the next day, guess who doesn't show up? Feels like you either marry them, mess with them, or there's some shallow grave that they leave you in.
Yeah. They left me 2 of those. And Ruse, you can see that there is a rage festering deep in this woman's heart. Pain and sorrow and loss, and that she has been carrying this with her for gods know how long.
Their jaw drops just like slightly when they say that. Their eyes like quiver with like a good sheen of tears, but they don't drop. And that same anger of like is shaking his jaw. How young were you when you lost your world? When you lost everything?
I hadn't yet turned 16.
Ruse pulls his like shirt to the side, and you see this year that could be around, I don't know, from the present day, but he just shows it like it's the first tattoo he has. I was a bit older than you when I lost my parents. I've only known this life as me, myself, and I.
You and me both, darling. You and me both.
And I ask one last question out of you, Hekat, and I promise I won't do that again.
Yeah.
Why are you here, Hekat?
I believe the phrase is, I'm here to get my lick back.
We're going to pull away from that conversation and follow a blue dragonborn down a hall to a small room. A room that was given to be disrespectful in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And when the door is opened, you notice very poignantly that there is someone waiting for you inside.
Do I know this person?
You do. Because
Okay.
sitting on your bed is one Ryle Kane.
Not who I expected.
Close the door, Nev. We need to have a conversation.
Oh, I'm sure we do. And he closes the door.
And that is
And
where we're
for-
going to go to break.
Oh!
I knew it. I knew it.
Take a
Sorry,
tenor.
guys.
We're going to go stretch. We'll be right
Oh,
back.
Should have seen that coming.
we return back to the small, disrespectful little guest room in which Nev has just opened the door to one Ryle Kane sitting on his bed, closing it behind him. You see her still in all of her like frivolity from the evening's festivities, just sort of sitting there.
Get out of my bed.
It's my house.
And you gave me the worst room in it. Get out of my bed.
I didn't have a choice in that, Nev. You know that.
Even so.
Are you that upset about a room?
I'm upset about a lot of things.
Do you
Speak your
want a
piece.
better one? Will that make you feel better?
I don't need your platitudes. Speak your piece.
Someone tried to kill my uncle today.
Go on.
Was it you?
I look at her incredulous. Have you
Just
not...
wanted- I just wanted to be sure. Like you wouldn't ask me the same question. Pretending behind a facade of being Marrow Kane's precious little daughter is so fucking exhausting. I'd much rather just be what I was born to be. So, I think we can both agree that my father has run this organization into a point that is not sustainable. And I think it would do
Obviously.
better under new leadership, don't you?
I do.
And hypothetically, would you approve of, I don't know, a certain daughter of his taking control?
It would certainly make things easier for me and the boss. Yes.
Yes, I assume that Lord Veilheart would be much appreciated should he have an amenable inside in the cartel.
Amenable is not necessarily the word I would use to describe this family. You do not realize my entire role here. I am to observe and report, as well as be an honored guest. And what I have seen so far, and I lean in real close and I do that Superman thing, is messy.
Am I
And we-
supposed to be intimidated, Mr. Nevlin?
I think you should appreciate just how thin a tightrope you are walking.
My father needs to die.
At your own wedding, are you mad?
Don't you think it would be far easier for me to seize control over a disparate rabble of organization if, I don't know, my poor precious father dies at my wedding? I'm a far more amenable means to an end. I could curry peace and prosperity. And of course, there wouldn't have to be a wedding if Marrow dies before we say our vows. There's not time for that right now. We can just put that to the side. And she'll switch back into that more posh way of speaking. Do I look like I want to marry Silas Thorne of all people? He's an idiot.
No, of course not. And you shouldn't marry him, but it's a fine
Business
match
transaction.
for now. Yes, of course, I understand.
If my father dies before we say our vows, however that should come to pass, the cartel would be more amenable to letting me take control again. And we all both know that the cartel is always better when a woman's hand is on the wheel.
I can't but agree, but there seems to be just this tiny problem of...
Of someone else trying to kill members of my family? Yes, I'm very
Yes.
aware.
Oh, and it wasn't you?
No, if I was going to kill my uncle, I'd do it in a far less shotgun of a way.
So why not kill your father yourself?
Because it looks messier if I do it myself.
I'm not in the habit of doing people's dirty work, Ryle.
You know I will pay you for it.
How much?
How much roserite do you want?
Whatever I pay you, I want double.
What about what I normally pay you and like half? Not quite double.
I'm perfectly fine to let your father just continue living. I could even revive him if something were to happen.
She's gonna like sort of stand up to meet your gaze. And she's a very tall woman. I'm not quite sure how tall Nev is.
He has big 5'9" energy, but he's probably a little taller than that.
She's 6'2".
Cool.
So she fully stands up and just looks down at you from her height. You wouldn't dare be incapacitated. It passed the point of your prosperity. I don't know. Do what must be done. You and I both know that Soren would be far happier with Marrowcane dead than alive. And should you come back without that, I would assume he'd be a little upset with you.
Did you work this out with him?
There's the brain cell.
And he just kind of sits there, realizing how well he has been played, thinking that he is some sly dude. I think there is going to be some visible frustration, and he's just going to say, privately or publicly?
I think it has to be public, don't you?
I'll need a distraction.
With this many mercenaries, ne'er-do-wells, and members of 2 various cartel groups, and, of course, a certain killer still running amok, I'm sure distraction will be plenty.
Better make sure it is.
Oh, I can't have my hands in it. If I do, then I don't look like the good savior swooping in to re-steer the wheel.
You think anyone here is a savior? Fine, but I meant it. Double.
I'll take you to his secret treasure trove, if you're successful. You can have as much roserite as you want. It's not like we can't mine more.
Fine. Do you have a specific time or place you prefer?
Before I do,
I'll think of something.
you better. Sleep well. She's gonna give you the most passive-aggressive kiss on your forehead. And then snap her fingers and vanish in front of you.
I don't think okay. Yeah. Sassy. All right. I'll rock up to my incredibly lumpy bed. Take a long rest.
And everyone can go ahead and take a long rest. But before Kial does.
Christ, man.
Yes.
Do you eventually return to Ryle's room?
Before I return to Rail's room, Kyle would have been looking to see where Silas is and if he had left.
After he left the room, you would have seen him back downstairs to see the whole thing with Hale. And then he would have been hanging near his mother towards the end of the evening, so near Vesperin.
I think I would like to go say hello
Oh.
to the lady of the boat.
Oh, the Crimson Baroness?
Yes, I would. Well, madam, it's been so long since I have seen you. You look
Kyle
ravishing.
Saadiq. Oh, I always look ravishing, Kyle. Pleasure to see you.
Pleasure. And he's gonna grab her hand and like do the whole completely disregarding Silas's existence.
You can just like see him seething out of the corner of your eye, just like looking a little passive aggressive that you did not acknowledge his existence. He's a little pissed about it.
It has always been a pleasure seeing you, and I wish we would meet on better circumstances. This is not the kindest of them.
I mean, what better circumstances is there than a wedding?
Well, a wedding that actually means something to somebody. I know that your son does not particularly care.
Oh,
The
this
trade.
disrespectful piece of shit. No, he does as he's told, like a good boy. This wedding is purely for me and Marrow. I would like to stop having his people kill my people and my people killing his people.
Fair.
And we both know that he does better when having a woman tell him what to do. And she just like gives Silas a look.
Still has not acknowledged this man's presence. Very well. Now, I have a question for you. Since this is your wedding and not your son's, what is it that you really want out of this? Not just the less of snakes being trampled on. What is it you're really after?
I meant what I said, to a degree. Peace.
Why aren't you running everything? You were always the smarter one out of this operation.
I have always run things. I just let Silas Sr. think that he does.
I know. I always looked up to you.
That's because you got a brain in your head.
Tell that to my mama. She likes
Your mother... Your mother is a harsh woman who has lived a very complicated existence. You might not believe it, but there's still love for you down there somewhere.
Oh, that would be a shock. But
If I can love this one, and she just sort of points at Silas, your mama can still love you.
very well. I'm gonna take your word for it. You know it better than I do, especially in all these years. But it's getting late. I'm gonna let you go, madam. And please,
She like puts a hand on your shoulder. I do want you to know that part of the reason I agreed to this match is because you're here.
now what sense does that make? I'm just a bodyguard.
There's like a knowing nod. Someone needs to look after him, otherwise he'll get himself killed.
The straightening of the collar and just like, yes, he has a tendency to get himself and others into trouble.
Besides, he's not particular. I don't see the sharing being an issue, is what I'll say.
There will be no sharing. There's nothing to share. But yes.
Oh,
again,
yes, of course. There's nothing to share, and she'll give you like a knowing wink, and then loop her arm through her son's until the morning.
Into the morning. And like as he like passes by Silas, he whispers into his ear, no matter where you go within these halls, know that I have been there before. And I am heading towards her room.
Holy fuck!
Ice cold.
Damn.
Ice cold.
Holy
Ice
fuck.
cold.
That was
Okay.
that was hard as fuck, man. Holy
That's so
shit.
cold. That's so cold. Do you knock or do you just open the door?
I'm opening the door. I don't knock on this lady.
When you open the door, Ryle is sort of laid back on the chaise lounge specifically. Just wearing one of those like it's just a robe and nothing else. Very clearly. You've got like, you can tell because there's like the calf sticking out of the robe, just sort of so you can see the skin. But like that's all that's on, is just a robe.
He's going to shut the door behind him and stand in front of it. You have fun tonight?
Did you?
Of course, I had the amazing pleasure of watching the person I care for the most kiss on the person I hate the most.
And I had the lovely pleasure of watching you stick your tongue down someone's throat. How was your game of tonsil jockey? Did you enjoy it?
I think it was about a 9 out of 10.
And how do I rate on that scale, Kyle? I would think so carefully before you answer that question.
He takes like the longest pause and like looks up and like, I think it's best I not answer that. Why was your fiance in here earlier?
Silas was in here earlier?
Oh, yes.
I don't much plan on being his keeper. I don't know what he's up to.
Might want to watch out. Him snooping around in here and everything.
I'm not scared of Silas.
I'm not saying be scared of him, because he is nothing but a pawn. But if he finds anything, he will pass it on to the one who actually runs shit.
There is nothing to find. Kyle. Now are you going to come over here and apologize, or are you going to make me grovel? Because you know I'm not going to do that.
Oh, but I love this little cat and mouse game. You know it's so fun.
Get your ass over here.
He's gonna take off his shirt, and as he's heading over, she can see like the scar from it now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to see if she acknowledges it at all.
When you come close, she's going to stand up and go to embrace you. And as she does, she will press her thumb into that wound.
And they say, we're the ones with the ones. All right.
What did you get up to earlier?
Your fiance wanted to leave his impression.
Oh, how cute.
He also told me to stay away from you.
He doesn't know any better. I'll have to leave one of my own, you know.
Oh.
And she's just going to lean into your neck and go to kiss it, but when she kisses it, she just clamps down and bites it.
Yeah. As a snake myself, I'm going to return the favor later on into the night. Don't worry about this. We can do the fade to black at this point.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
And now everyone can take their long rest.
I have a good night, everybody.
Just realized I never healed you. I didn't know you were stabbed. I could have instantly killed that. My bad, man.
Yeah. No, it's cool. It's cool. It's great. I thought it was on purpose.
You know what? Maybe it was. Who's to say?
And sleep is had to you all. The following morning comes, the day sort of passes. There isn't any plans until the rehearsal dinner later in the evening. But there is a moment earlier in the day specifically that Nev is alerted to like walk through the steps of the ceremony, like where everyone will be positioned before like a formal like long table dinner that is set to be serenaded by the bards in tow. Is there anything you guys would like to get up to during the day leading up to the 5th? I already see Ruse nodding.
Sorry, that was really quick.
Also, yes.
What you got? What would you like to tackle during the day leading up to the big fancy dinner later in the evening?
After talking to Hekat, they would have been pacing to where Silas was sleeping, like in the building across or somewhere, like if they were places to go, or if there's a window that he could like look through. And he fell asleep just trying to get the words out. But in his dream, he just cannot get that word out. He can't. He just can't talk through it. So when he wakes up, the first thing that he like just growls out is like, "Dust Rider," and calls out to his patron.
Ooh. In your room, it's a pretty decently appropriated room, nice 4-poster bed, and there's like a fancy looking chair off to the side. And as you look over, you just see that dapper looking gentleman with the darker skinned and the dreadlocked hair with his gray purple pinstriped vest sort of lean back into the chair as he fades into being, crosses his leg and looks at you.
Ruse he sleeps naked, so he just like, "I'm not putting on clothes, so listen very clearly."
Oh, that's fine. I like an audience or a show. As long as you don't mind that I look.
Oh, I don't mind.
Oh, good. Then I'm going to look. What is it that you need, darling?
I don't know if needs the word, but I need... Oh,
I don't much like being summoned, so you better need something.
I guess I need another... I need someone to talk it through. Do you have 2 minutes to talk it through?
Enlighten me.
You like a good game, so... They will take out like their like actual deck of cards, full paper, everything. It's the edges are frayed. Nothing to what Kial would have seen that looked like actually like really crisp playing cards. These are actual real. And he starts messing with it, and he puts a jack of spades down. A king and what looks to be an ace, like down, all in a row. One of them, oh, they're messy. You would love this game. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Really good kisser. He is messing with the bride, and you know that I'm here for the groom.
Oh, how delicious. Do go on.
Yes. You haven't even gotten started. The groom saw me. Just promise you, I played it real cool, but anyway, I can't figure out how the hell I'm gonna convince him to leave this place.
Were you hiding?
Yes, I was.
Oh, I didn't take you for a coward. That's not the Ruse that I know.
With everything else that you know about me, I promise you this. This is a new thing for me and you. Okay? I am literally writing that chapter. Chapter 11. Ruse is a coward. Who knew? I haven't written the next page yet. I'll figure that out. That's why I'm talking to you here in the morning.
It's a wild choice, really. I respect you for it.
Yeah, and he's stumbling through to just get to the next part.
Mm-hmm.
This one, preacher, raised a man from the dead, and now is fully trying to do this whole investigation while this wedding is going on. And they put the ace up. This one. Now she has someone to kill. And I don't know how she plays or how she fights, but the look in her eye looks like she's about to claw some throats. And I feel like it might be the heads of those two families.
I mean, what better place? How often do you have Vesper and Thorn and Marrow Cane in one location?
Exactly. Drinking, annoyed by their brother. Did you hear that Marrow shot his brother like or not twice? I don't know if he did it the first time. I should ask the preacher that. Now, you know what? He tried again, even though he was almost dead. Like, there is so much here that I feel like we could put, and this is where you come in, right?
Okay.
We could put a domino, right?
It's a powder keg.
You see, you're so
Do
fun
you
to talk
want
to
to
in the morning.
wait? Do you want to blow it up?
I want to blow it up, but
Precisely, messily.
slice. Oh no! You see,
It's already messy. Like, you could just throw. I feel like you could just throw a match into this, and there's any series of explosions that could happen. You could just go up to Silas as yourself. I bet the shock of seeing you as you are would just that could be a whole thing.
no. You see, that's the problem. That's the problem. You see, his reaction would be two different fuses. One, to fight me and to even hold himself strong with his family and everything that they're going through. And it feels like he has a more, like, something else holding them here. What I want is precision. I want that big boom at the end too. But if I could get this ace to where I need her to do like just something and drop that first domino, and maybe the preacher can start looking into a little bit more things and tying to what he needs, and come back to this king ready to maybe protect or see where his little bride actually falls, what line she actually plays. And if he really wants that, even if she wants that, he wants that. You know, we all fall for people that we shouldn't fall for, like I did with Silas. But, you know, as that falls, big boom at the end. And maybe we have 1-2 less cartels. I don't know what would happen if Marrow and Vesper both died, but, you know, I don't really plan tomorrow. I just do the day.
I mean, I would assume that if Vesperin died, her husband could take over, or Silas could take over. Or if Vesperin dies after Silas and Ryle get married, the Black Vein Cartel could absorb the Crimson Thorn. That's also an option. Oh, and if Marrow died too, then Ryle would be in control.
No,
She is his only child.
I know, but when he was going through the different options, which one of those did light like a fire in his eyes?
Ooh. Honestly, his eyes have been on fire this entire time. All of it's messy. All of it is entertaining. He doesn't give a fuck. Like, entertainment be entertainment. He's not choosy here.
Okay. Then let's make it fun. Let's put that first domino in. Help me get this ace to what she wants.
Well, then I think you're talking to the wrong person, sweetheart.
I should be talking to her, huh?
Find out what she wants and how she wants to go about doing it. And then assist her if you could. I'll be there in the shadows, giving you a little bit of kick if you need it.
A little bit of a kick. You just really like to watch, don't you? And then he will like get up and fully drop the sheet. And be like, I gotta get dressed. Get out of here.
Leans back and does the full like head to toe, and there's like a hint of a lick lip. If you insist. And there's like
Little
a
smirk.
blow of a kiss as he like disappears into the chair.
Yeah. The first thing that they will do right as soon as they get ready, quick like shower or whatever, like to just clean up, and then alter their image again, to be Hex. We'll go to Hekat's room. Just
Hex hears the sound of a guitar and a woman's voice.
He's kind of leaning against the door, just listening in for a second. Like,
wait, should I do it?
Ready to knock again, but
Yeah, okay. Okay. I am a poor, wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world alone. And it's a slow, mournful dirge, something that really doesn't belong in the midst of an oncoming wedding. Yeah.
is the door unlocked? They'll like slowly open to it as the song is like getting into it, and they'll just lean into the door frame.
She continues for a bit, and then she'll just call over her shoulder. Most people knock before they come entering into somebody's chambers.
I am most people because I did knock. I have not heard such a beautiful
Hekat puts down the guitar and turns to look at you and just gives you the really now. Sweetie, I'm a bard.
And bards don't like to hear that their voice sounds good? That their music is good? I could tell you 1,000 things about your face, your eyes, how you talk to me. But you don't want me to...
What do you want, darling?
Okay, all right. And they just like give a wink and sit down. Nothing. I'm here for morning breakfast. Oh, by the way, the thing that we talked about yesterday.
Dinner.
Yeah, it kept me up a little bit.
And Hex, you see at the bedside table, there is a beautiful pistol. Mother of pearl handle, polished silver. And Hekat kind of wanders towards it and lets her fingers brush the handle. I suppose it doesn't need to be said that you might want to keep that to yourself.
He does this funny little thing of like pulling all the cards out of his hands, like, and just like dropping it as if he's like a magician, just taking everything out, like all tricks, like on the table. He even like 2-3 daggers that he pulls out, and then like an earring that's like also a sword. He's like, oh, I swear, I promise you this, that what you told me last night was not something I don't care to repeat to anyone. I don't care to hear it and forget it, though. I'm here because I kind of want to end this wedding as quickly and as messy as I can. And, you know, if I can do it while helping you, easy. That's simple. It's like getting out of bed and putting your feet right into your shoes, you know? Why wouldn't you?
Is Ruse telling the whole truth?
Like no deception, completely. Like if you wanted to do your passive insight.
I am not the only one. And the Kane family has done this too, not by a long shot. And it's not just that. It's the lost wages. It's the... You know, some of them, they only pay you in shit that can be returned to the company store.
No, I did not.
Gets to the point where even if you wanted to, there ain't no leaving. There ain't no new life. I want what I want. I want the man who broke my mama's neck to find a bullet in his skull. But more than anything, I don't want these sumbitches to keep draining the common folk dry. Those mines should belong to the miners. Those mines should belong to the people who sweat and toil and bleed and die to dig that shit up from the ground.
If that man dies, how sure are you that another head won't follow? Continue to do what their daddy did.
Don't know that.
Neither do I.
At the very least, with the patriarch 6 feet under, they're gonna have to scramble. And between now and then, there's a chance. There's a chance that my guild can get their foothold back.
Okay. Like, I live by the day, so if that's the man you want, then today, let's do that.
What's in it for you, darling?
You said it yourself. The people will scramble. And then there's no wedding.
Ah, right.
Easy for me.
The things we do for love.
Even if you're not loved back, yeah. Well,
Then
they like get up, pull all their stuff back in, and reach out their hand, like their arms, tattoos kind of morphing a little bit and moving, even like the snakes on his chest a little bit moving, pretty much like kind of grabbing to the ends of his fingers.
Hekat smiles a little. It's been hard running this game on my own. Maybe it's time to change that. And Ruse will take your hand.
They will shake the hand, but then like just being a little extra, he'll pull it to, if you are okay with this, Laura, to give them a kiss on the cheek. But I can be more if you just ask.
Boy, if
And
you
then just,
don't
like,
get
kind of softly walk away. And like with a cute smile, just and he just laughs like and closes the door, but like looks back at the thing like right before the door closes with a wink, and hums the song that you were singing like down the hallway out.
As you close that door and start to walk away, you feel that familiar presence rest on your shoulder and just a voice whisper in your ear. So fucking messy.
Good. Ace done.
On
Now
to
for
the
Queen
king.
of Hearts.
The Queen of Hearts.
The preacher.
Now that should make for an interesting conversation. And before we jump over to there, I would like to jump over to Kial. The morning comes to you in a place that you're used to being.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although this morning when you wake up, Ryle is already up and dressed. Like pulling the last bit of her shirt on, and you can see playful bruises and bite marks where you would have left them as the shirt goes down.
As I put mine on, there are mirroring marks. I know.
She's just like finishing up getting dressed.
Well, today is an important day for you. You ready for it?
A rehearsal.
Of course.
Everyone's got to be in the right position in the right places, otherwise Daddy'll be so upset.
And nobody wants him to be upset. He's going to get closer to her.
Aren't we all tired of stepping on Daddy's tiptoes?
Yes.
It would be... I mean, like, it would be nice if, I don't know, maybe someone else were running things.
It would be nice if someone else was running things.
If only there was someone suited to the position.
But it would be a lot better if we were nowhere around while this thing was being ran.
But we could run it the right way.
Listen, whenever your daddy is in a ditch somewhere, this whole thing will come to you unless you marry Silas. And it's his.
No. The only reason Daddy got control is because Grandma didn't have a daughter. The vein only passes to a lady, unless by rare exception. And Silas, let's be so honest, is not worth anyone's salt. The cartel never respect him. Not while I'm still alive.
I got anything to
And
say about it.
if, hypothetically, something were to also happen to Vesperin, then the two cartels become one. Under our control.
I think this is the first time that she has openly threatened Vesperin. And Kyle is used to like dancing around her daddy's death. That don't mean shit to him. But the mention of harming Vesperin it kind of like twinges a little bit. And like he's looking at her like, interesting. If I didn't know any better, it sounds like you want it all for yourself, darling.
Did you think that I only brought one hand of cards to this game?
Nope.
Gotta stack the deck, stack the deck, sweetheart.
Of course not. You are one hell of a Pokemon. So of course
And
I
I
know
don't
you're
like-
playing a game.
I don't like to lose.
Well, trust me, I know. But still, can't blame a guy for hoping on that random conversation we had about just not being here and forgetting it all. getting a plot of land, me and you, just us away from this. So,
Why would I need a plot of land when I have all this?
quiet, peace.
I've never lacked the quiet, and I'm not one much for pace. I got a favor to ask.
You asked me a lot of things.
Yeah, and you always seem so willing.
What you got?
You met a friend of mine yesterday, a Mr. Nevin the Blue.
Oh, the Dragonborn.
He's working on a project for me.
Do I
Help
have
him
to
out
be
if you
his-
could.
Can I know what this project is, my lady?
Absolutely not.
Come
Just
on.
help him
now.
Help him as he needs.
Oh, please. You know he's
It
got a
would-
stick up his ass, right?
She's gonna lean in and put her hand around your throat and give it like a sexy squeeze. I don't know how else to word it other than that. And she'll like playfully kiss the tip of your nose. We both know that you like to do what you're told, especially when I tell you.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
Oh,
ma'am.
damn.
Yes. So if
He's
that
a-
means I have to be his shadow, I guess I'll be his shadow today.
Be a good boy and get to work. And she'll give you like a deep kiss.
As he's like walking out, he's gonna do like one of those last minute looks back and just like, God, I love my job. And he's gonna walk down, walk down and wait outside of Nev's door for him to come out.
And waiting outside Nev's door, I am assuming not long after Ruse would be walking by.
Morning, Hex. Can I help you?
Oh, you don't look tired at all. What did she do? And just like,
Oh my god.
Wild behavior.
Love you, Mozz. Love you
Hex,
for that.
Hex, have I told you that you are hilarious? I don't know what you're talking about. All I did was get stitched up last night and rest some.
rest some.
Yes.
Well, if it's the same rest that I got, well, wonderful.
Hey, Hex, what you doing down here?
Going to see someone.
No.
A little friend over there.
I mean here again.
Hear what? I'm sorry.
'Cause last night, I got the sinking suspicion again that you're not telling the whole truth about some things. Because when we were on the dance floor, you made it very apparent that you knew Silas. But when we were in that room, you said you didn't know. So something about your story isn't adding up, my dear. I know the halls say I'm not the brightest, but I keep track of certain things.
I never thought anything of that for you. And then you're just gonna pull you like before Nev's door. I asked you to talk to him because I don't really know him. That was a true statement.
If that's
I
the
don't know
case,
how to
why-
talk to that man.
That man. And that's the thing. It's the way you talk about it.
Kyle, we both looked at them. And when you kissed me, you felt that anger surge through you, right? Seeing them kiss each other.
Yeah.
The first moments when you and Ryle got together, were you speechless in front of them? Gazing too much into their eyes and trying to find meaning in every part of their face, wondering what god or goddess put all of this combination together. Because now I am breathless and I can't say a fucking thing now because all I am is now feelings. That's what Silas is just for me, is quiet.
Silas is quiet too. Okay. I understand that. And like as you have pulled me away, Kyle leans in closer. Then if you feel that for him, I'm assuming you must have been very close to him at some point, correct?
We were.
So why did he not recognize you?
I look like a different man.
Ah. So this pretty face ain't even yours. That's a
It's still
shame.
a pretty face.
That's a shame. This is borrowed.
They just laugh, and as close as they are, they're just flashing that grin. The truth is, I cannot walk to him with my face. Because he chose this wedding. He chose to, for some odd reason, to come back here to lead something, which I see as just a group of miscreants and like, what is he actually doing?
Listening to his
What
mama.
is he actually leading here?
He's listening to his mama. That's all he's ever
He's-
done.
Yeah, I knew there was something. I knew there was.
Listen, once upon a time, I think I would say I knew Junior pretty well. And there's one thing that's always been about him. He does not like disappointing that one. And everything that he has done in his life is to cover up his disappointments.
They will like show their morphing tattoos and put like their hand onto Kyle's shoulder to like give that close glimpse. That's why I can't walk in there full face, right there, face him and look him in the eye, because I am one big heaping disappointment. And I promise you this, even if I could, and if I desperately could, Kyle, if I wished on it for days and weeks to stand in front of him again and see his eyes and see that idiot of a smile come across his face, and God damn it, I pray for those moments. Every morning, I pray to wake up next to him.
Oh,
I also don't want to wait for the next second after when I see how disappointed he is to see me standing there.
you still love him.
Never stop.
Interesting.
You still love her.
I made a very, very big mistake of falling in love with the job. Rule number 1.
I feel like there's an easy answer to all this. We could keep talking in this hallway, but how badly do you want to end this wedding now? Because it's already here, and everybody's going to eat, and I don't know if I could sit there and know what my knife is from my fork and cut things real nice. I can't really do that.
See, Hex, I think that's where we are going to be at different points. Because I so badly want to end this. And I know the way that I would want to end this would bring you nothing but misery. Because how I would end this would be standing over the corpse of Silas. And that is not something you want. So we might want to figure a better way out so we both get what we want out of this.
And what you want is him dead.
I've wanted that far before I even met Ryle. Bastard's what happened. Bastard is what did this to me. So.
Nev. I would say it's about this point in the conversation that you can't hear what they're saying. It sounds a bit like Charlie Brown's mom off screen, but
Yep.
you can tell there are voices outside your door.
Having failed the perception check, I will open the
Perception.
door just enough to let my presence be known with a. Oh,
Nev!
Preacher.
Kyle and Hex, was it?
Good morning.
Pleasure to see you both. What can I do for both of you?
Well, it is my pleasure to let you know that I am your shadow for today.
Oh, why?
Ladies' wishes.
Whose wishes?
Come on now. You know exactly.
Ryle. So you're my second, are you?
A second. No such thing.
I typically work alone. And you, turning to Hex. What's your business here?
This is the morning. Do you not pray in the morning? Did you not have a good prayer? Why are you talking to me in this tone? Usually when I wake up, I'm very, very different, you know? I step out, I greet the sun. Your face isn't changing, so I came here to have a chat, you know? Impart some goodwill. Good morning. What do? You know?
And it is such a glorious morning.
It's a wedding.
Yes, it is. Why are you here?
I feel like at this point, like, for sure, if Hekat would wander in, they'd just be like,
Well, isn't this a lovely
quiet,
assemblage?
and then,
Gentlemen? Hello, Nev. Kyle.
Heck.
And it's playful. It's like, fucker.
Yeah. Hex
Wow.
here was just about to answer a very interesting question for me. Why are you here?
We were having a
I thought I just answered
conversation.
it. Yeah, I literally came here to have a conversation with you.
So have that conversation. I'm
Alrighty.
busy.
Can they peer into this room and then just be like, how closes the door?
It's a
Hey.
tiny room.
It's what you will see is just papers with writing and scribbles everywhere with the remnants of a few spells from overnight.
Mm-hmm. Is Nev like kind of hiding the door in a way?
I don't necessarily think hiding, but the implication of being busy is made plain by opening the door and saying,
He's just
Doing
I
things.
can see that.
doing things. Heck, he's doing things.
You know, something tells me that this conversation might be better served not in the middle of the hallway. Am I alone in thinking that?
I agree. That thought just came to my head.
why don't you all step inside, please?
Nev, thank you,
I
sweetheart.
couldn't have said it better myself. Let's after you, Hekat.
Of course, and I usher them all into my room, getting rid of any and all papers that are scattered throughout in my ramblings of trying to figure out what to do.
Nev,
Oh, here you go. And here you go.
you really
this
stick
Thank
your
you.
poor
want
ass in
some?
here. And like Hekat is legitimately affronted on your behalf.
Yes.
A little quaint.
It's
Mm-hmm.
I thought,
I got a view and everything, and
I honestly thought they would have gave you better orders, but
man of the cloth, waste not, want
Yes.
not. I need for nothing. I
the
find
church.
my...
Nev.
Yes.
oh,
Hey,
this
Nev.
was your request. Okay,
How
that
does
makes
Well,
a
sense.
passive insight of
I
21
didn't want
feel
to
on that
empower-
phrase?
Mm, mm.
How salty are ya?
You know those salt flats in Utah?
Like Hekat kind of makes a face, like a real like unhappy kind of like pout. I'm gonna talk to someone in my band. We might be able to fix this.
No. You're all in my room. Kyle has informed me
Sadly.
that he's my shadow today. Hex is praying at my doorstep. Hekat, I'm not sure
To be fair,
why you're
to
here.
be fair, I just kind of
We're
wandered by,
all
and you are
here.
the three
Right.
people that I actually kind of know
Again.
here. So I figured I'd say good morning, but I could fuck off if you want me to.
No. Stay. I'm curious to see why you're all here.
Nev, I don't know if you knew this. or
side
not,
Okay,
of the
but
okay,
bed did
all
you
right, can we-
like
can
fall
we-
off of? Did you
let's-
fall? You know what? Sorry, Kyle. Please
Let's take
continue.
the
I'm just gonna
saps.
sit here.
And
I was just gonna ask for a man of the
Thank you.
cloth. I'm dialing it back. I wasn't giving him much. I was just wondering. For a
Oh
man of
my
the cloth,
God,
why are
Kyle.
you not more welcoming, especially in the morning. But I can.
All right, okay,
I can't
all right,
ask why
okay.
somebody's not welcoming. Fine. It's fine. Nevlin, I think we got off on the wrong foot, and I also, seeing that I have to be your shadow today, I would like to get on the right foot.
Fine. But please don't get in my way.
Y'all see the confusion
Mm-hmm.
on Kyle's face. He's like, mental gymnastics. What the audience hears. The last time you couldn't do shit. It would behoove you if I was in your way. But okay. I would never get in your way, Father. At all.
Thank
I
you.
would make sure you are well taken care of. And not dead.
Seems to be a lot of that sentiment going around this wedding, isn't it? And I sort of nod knowingly at Kyle, like, you know what I'm about to do, right?
And you see him just like cock his head to the left very slightly.
Insight
And it
check.
looks like he's like, yeah, I'm on your side.
Go for it.
Running.
I was gonna say, I
I
hope
I
I
could
got
just
bored
sit here
with
and watch dope people do things. This is great.
+5.
No, man, this is amazing.
Whitney is watching their stories right now. It's like,
It's like this. It's like
It's
this
a-
is quite.
That's 26.
13 + 5.
I love you.
Oh, fuck you.
Expected.
oh, I actually hate that. 'Cause-
There is. Oh, go ahead. What you got?
Whitney, I need a GM ruling. How does this work? Because my deception is also a 26. So who meets it? Who beats it?
Oh, I'm
Who were you
kind.
vibe checking? You were
Oh,
vibe checking
I
Nev,
was
right? Or were
vibe
you
checking like
checking
that
Hekat?
whole conversation, that whole fucking
I was
This is
exchange.
vibe
rolling
checking.
against who?
Yeah, we're literally
Oh,
sitting here vibe checking
so-
whatever is going on.
Yeah,
there.
so meets it beats it. Basically, when it comes to Kyle, it's like immovable rod meets immovable
Mhm.
surface. Like it's the two of you are just like bouncing off of each other. When it comes to the other two, read like a book.
You see straight up murder in my intent. Like there is an angry bit of
Hekat kind of like
angst and a
squints
lot of murder.
at Kial. I do think like part of her did not expect to be able to read him because from their interactions previous, he's a slippery sumbitch. But then she looks to Nevlin and she squints and she tips her head. And she actually looks a little like forlorn. Oh. That is not a burden I would want to see on anyone else.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm going to do something that up until this point I'd been generally ill-advised of somebody of my profession, I suppose. I'm going to trust the people in this room.
Oh.
I cast Zone of Truth.
Sorry. I forgot I was unmuted.
You know what?
Are you actually?
No.
I'm actually casting
Okay.
Zone of Truth. But I
Um,
work with me here. I got something.
hold please. Nev,
Hmm.
if you wish to raise the DC,
Neb,
do.
before you do that,
could
I'm going to
burn
let you know right
corruption to do
now,
so.
Hekat is going
I
to
would
willingly
like to
fail.
do so, yes. Okay. And I already know what Kyle's up to. So it would be Hex. I will still take the point of corruption.
How high do you want to raise it? Basically, you take 1 point per amount you want to raise it to.
It's currently a 16, so
Mhm.
can we raise it to an 18?
So take 2 points of corruption,
2
and
points
you
of
can
corruption.
raise your DC to an 18 for this spell.
Fantastic. I will cast
Mhm.
Zone of Truth then.
Thank God. Oh wait, hold on.
She will
Oh,
willingly
same
fail.
time. I still passed.
And then Hekat, you said you'd like to fail. And Ruse, are you going to roll to see if you pass or fail, or willingly fail?
They quickly pull out a Joker card and do counterspell.
Oh, you
Well
are fun.
No,
Oh,
well
that's
played.
beautiful. That's beautiful.
That's- You waited
what I
so
said,
long for me to do.
Oh, you
I
you
did.
sure are fun.
They're just letting it burn, and as it like dissipates, they're like, trust is what she said. If you want answers to questions, then you need to trust what we tell you. Without any of that.
Father
And
Nevin
whatever
has not-
mysteries leave hidden, you respect it. Until they're ready to be discovered.
Rael wants me to kill her father.
What?
Well. Well. Preacher, thank you.
She wants you to do what now?
Her exact words were incapacitate, but I sometimes don't know my own strength.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is there a problem, Kyle?
Not a problem per se. I just was not privy to the information that she wanted you to kill her father.
She told you to shadow me.
Yes.
Oh, that stupid girl. And I think you will see Nev going through his notes, seeing, okay, we've got bards, we've got... Can someone get me an audience with him? I don't need to kill him, I just need to incapacitate him. I thought you might help me. And you? And I look over at Hex.
I'm sorry. I'm here for the mess for sure. And you both seem to have the same person on here. This just feels like one dartboard.
Hekat rolls her eyes.
Why not?
You are.
Fine.
Can you take nothing seriously? Boy.
I
Fine.
take you seriously. Right, but they
You heard him.
literally they put their hand in and just with a couple of cards. They just look. I know I'm making jokes, but it's just, how do you get a hand like this? How? When you both want. And you, how does one walk with a hand like this? How?
Listen, I have wanted that man dead since I joined this. So I am not against making this happen. It's just I was not aware that it would happen
Gonna be
so
here. I
soon.
was gonna find a way to do it one way or another.
Yes.
Now, why do you want him dead?
The Black Vein Cartel took control of a town called Asheville some years ago. My parents were part of the Miners Guild. Part of that hostile takeover, and Mayor O'Kane. Well, Mayor O'Kane took them from me. Took everything from me. Me. And every other miner between there and here. And you want the truth, Nevin? I'll give you something I ain't held on to for about 14 years. My real name. Mercy. Yeah.
Fitting.
Pity she died when her family
Suits
did.
you. You're not the only one that started over.
So, I'm going to be perfectly honest. This was an opportunity that I found myself in, and I did not anticipate being able to walk out of here alive. But as long as that bastard goes down with me, I don't much care. But if someone else, she'll look to Kial, someone who understands how things are supposed to work, someone who understands that there's meant to be balance, someone who understands that the people who work and toil for this family deserve to get their due, well, that might make things sit a little better on my soul.
Right then. Let's go kill the head of a cartel.
Now you're talking my game.
All right. Let's play ball.
And I think there could be no more fitting place to leave the episode for the evening. We will see you all next time for on paper what will be the third and final episode of this grouping. Although at this rate I don't think that's happening. I think we're going to get to 4-2. But thank you all for joining us. Have a good night, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.